today.
Good, Sam. Thank you. 2-1. That's been the final score of all three Kelly Cup playoff games between Reading and Brampton. It's also where the series stands heading into Game 4. The Royals will look to even things up tonight in Brampton. For two offensive units, the series has been low scoring. The Royals hope to start making the most of their chances as they are just 1 for 10 on the power play through the first 3 games. They've also been outshot in each of the first 3 games, so increasing those opportunities will be a must in Game 4. Many fans thought they saw the last of Lonnie Walker at Santander Arena after the Reading Red Knights' victory in the second round of the state tournament. However, that is not the case. According to FanRag Sports and multiple reports, Miami University will be taking on LaSalle in Reading next season. The game will reportedly take place on Wednesday, November 22nd at Santander Arena. The final details are still being worked out. Red Knight fans will get a first-hand look at Walker with the Hurricanes. He is currently taking part in another national showcase at the Iverson Roundball Classic in Virginia. Another local talent has given his verbal commit to the next level. Standout Berks Catholic football star Cooper Lutz has committed to Syracuse University. The versatile two-way football player missed a large portion of his junior season due to injury, but returned in time to help guide the Saints to the 4A state semifinal. He will join the Orange in 2018 following his senior year. A week from today, fans will flood Philadelphia for the 2017 NFL Draft. The city is already buzzing with what the Eagles will do on day 1. The Birds picked 14th in the first round, and the team has some big holes to fill. Now, most pundits agree the draft is deep in positions like corner and defensive line, both areas in which the Eagles could improve. Throughout the process, however, the team has reiterated the best available player will determine which names get called.
I'll say this, probably you could make the assumption that quarterback, we're not going to take quarterback, but we're definitely going to look at best player available. We have a lot of scenarios we've been talking about them the last couple of weeks, and so it's been a great process. We've been communicating daily, multiple times a day, so there's probably about 7 or 8 different scenarios moving forward for Thursday night.
The Akron Rubber Ducks remained in town for Game 2 of their 3-game series with the Fightin' Phils. Akron won the series opener last night in Reading. Could the Fightin' sink the Rubber Ducks in Game 2 this evening? Bottom of the second, Reading's Harold Martinez hits a towering home run down the left field line, puts the Fightins up 1-0. Bottom of the fourth, now Akron with a 2-1 lead. Reading's Chase Numata homers to right center. That ties the game up at 2. Now in the bottom of the 6th inning, Reading's Carlos Tochi singles through the right side. It brings home Numata. That was one of Tochi's 2 RBIs in the game. The Fightins would score 4 in that inning and go on to win the game 8-6. The Fightins will look to end the series with another win tomorrow. From the Berks studio, Brad Vangeli, 69 Sports.
But Brad, we got to get down to business now.
Yeah, Crusaders, 2 games left. Magic number is 1. A win or an Arcadia loss will put them in first place for the conference tournament. They can look to wrap that up tonight. And the big thing, it's rivalry night. It's Albright Alvernia. The place is packed. The Crusader crazies are here. Albright brought a bunch of fans. It's already loud, and we're 15 minutes away from game time. This is going to be an exciting night.
But of course, we win the night. We're going to clinch the first seed. We've already clinched the playoff spot, but we want that home court advantage throughout the playoffs.
Yeah, you can see why you want the home court advantage, because when it comes to big games, the Crusader Crazies, they know when the big games are, and they're here and they show up. And the home court advantage to be the 1 seed is tremendous, because last 2 years, Crusaders had to win championships on the road. To have a championship game here at Jack McCluskey Court is something these fans haven't experienced in a while, and I can't even imagine the atmosphere that'll be here if they do host a championship game.
Game that he can play with the best of the best, and that's not going to be any different here tonight, Brad.
Yeah, Adam started the year, first game of the year, put up 17 points against a very good Del Val team. And when Marquise came, that really cut into Adam's time. Before last game against Arcadia, Adam didn't play for about a month. Coach Miller put him in, the team was struggling, and Adam has stayed positive. And you can just see that the team wants Adam to start on a night like this. He's meant so much to the program, has been so positive, and Marquise realizing that when he came here, Adam really hasn't played much, and Adam really deserves this start tonight.
Was at Albright, he can play some basketball, Brad.
Yeah, and the Crusaders, who lack some height, really Marquise the only big man, it'll be important for him to stay out of foul trouble, because when Marquise gets in foul trouble, he's got to play a little bit softer, and he really gets exposed because he realizes he has to stay on the court. So they really have to limit him and keep Marquise out of foul trouble tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to the Vern Sports Network. It is MAC Commonwealth playoff time. Your Alvernia Golden Wolves will take on the pride of Widener University in this field hockey semifinal matchup. I'm Brad Vangelli. Alongside of me, Matt the Iceman Bear. Matt, the Golden Wolves, we talk about it all the time. They started the year 2-6. Coming down the stretch, suffered just one loss to Stevenson in the second last game of the year. They're riding hot coming into the playoffs. Like you mentioned, Matt, they beat Widener 5-1. The all-time series record, Alvernia holds the edge. Out of 10 games, they've won 9 of them. Like you said, they won 5-1. It's playoff time, though. Reset the records, 0-0. It's a brand new season. And for the pride coming into this one, 2 players to look out for, Eliza Newland and Kayla Herr. Newland, 14 goals, 7 assists, for her 13 goals and 8 assists. They lead the way for the pride, 2 players that we really have to look out for. And the 2 players for the Golden Wolves that lead the way on offense, Andrea Wysocki, second team, All-MAC Commonwealth, Mallory McCoy, honorable mention. These are 2 powerful offensive players. You're going to look for the Golden Wolves to go through them tonight. The warm-up buzzer has sounded. National anthem and starting lineups coming up shortly. We'll be right back on the Vern Sports Network. Rewind to September 23rd, and the Alvernia University field hockey team sat at just a 2-6 mark. The Golden Wolves scored just 10 goals in their first 8 games and were shut out 3 times. Fast forward to the beginning of November, and the Golden Wolves have won 11 of their last 12, including a 3-1 victory over Widener in the Commonwealth semifinals.
I think we just came together as a team. You know, we have constant communication on and off the field. Off the field, we're always talking about, you know, like what we can do better, what we can improve on, our classes. Like, we're always just hyping each other up, and I think that's a huge part of why we're doing so well, is because we're just always communicating with each other.
The team started playing together better. We had a lot of young players, I think 10 freshmen, and I think just trying to get the team working together and to find out what works and the chemistry and positionally who works best together. That was the biggest challenge for us, and we found out what works.
The Golden Wolves roster is a young one, with half of its 22 players being freshmen. The team has relied on its upperclassmen with experience to lead this team throughout the season.
I know when I was a freshman, all the upperclassmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors all stepped up individually, and there was people who stepped up to an individual person and knew those types of triggers that person had as a player. So I think that we all had that person from our freshman year moving on, so we kind of wanted to be that person for the whole team.
You cannot underestimate the importance of your senior captains and junior captains. I actually have a junior captain in Taylor Dorn, and just getting the girls together and doing their team bonding and trying to get the girls to feel welcome and part of the family and know how important they are.
The Golden Wolves come into Saturday in the exact same situation as they were in last season. As the 2 seed, they will head to the number 1 seeded Messiah Falcons in a rematch of the 2016 Conference Championship. The Falcons are the 2016 national champions and come into this one at an 18-0 mark. Don't tell that to the Golden Wolves, however, because they are ready and they're coming to play.
I think it just gives us even more of a drive to want to come back and win. They've won the last 17 championships, so why not us? Why not? This is our time.
We have an opportunity that no other team has right now, to go back to Messiah and try to beat them this season. And we're going to bring everything that we have, and I know our seniors are not going to hold back, and I don't think anyone else on our team is going to hold back. We're going to go for it.